Live from your dad's butt, it's Working Crass Podcast. That's Lauren.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. I'm in your dad's butt. Forget about it.
Nothing you can do about it. I'm in your dad's butt. What you gonna do, huh?
It's too late now. I can't leave your dad's butt. The hole is sealed.
I'm in your dad's butt and I'm not coming out, damn it.
And I'm Joshua, and we're Working Crass Podcast. We're going to have a great, fun time today.
Mhm.
We're back in the studio here.
Yeah.
What is this shit in the studio?
This is the studio.
What is this shit on the on the we joked in a past episode about, that's how you can tell if someone has a podcast.
Because they have knickknacks.
They have knickknacks on bookshelves.
You got shelves with your knickknacks.
So what are these knickknacks, though? Should we tell people?
No.
Or should we keep it a secret?
I think it should be a
People
secret.
are like, why do they have an old-timey telephone? And we're like, for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It actually has something to do with the podcast. Every item that you see on these shelves actually secretly has something to do with our personalities.
Mm-hmm. And I think we should have our listeners create wild backstories to each of those items.
That's correct.
And why they ended up on the shelf and how they affected our lives.
Absolutely. Every single item actually, it represents something integral about us and our character.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if you can figure out what that yo-yo actually means about me, Joshua.
Yeah.
If you can figure that out and put it in the comments below, you win a T-shirt.
Yeah. You'll win a
That's
T-shirt.
how sure I am that no one's gonna figure out what that yo-yo.
Because we haven't even
means.
created a T-shirt.
I haven't made a T-shirt. I'll make a brand new T-shirt
Mhm.
and send it to your house. If you live anywhere in the world, I'll send it to Australia.
He'll literally sew it from scratch.
I'll sew it by hand.
Yeah.
If you can figure out what that yo-yo means about me, Joshua.
Yeah. So in the comments, put the backstories to all of the knick-knackery.
But I'm not going to give T-shirts for everything, you guess. I mean, the Texas license plate there, we're from Texas. I mean, that's an easy one, right?
You don't get a T-shirt for that one.
Yeah, you don't get a T-shirt for that one. You don't get a T-shirt for being like, I know you play guitar,
No,
and that's why
you
the
don't get a
guitars
T-shirt
are
for
back
that.
there. No, you don't get that.
No.
You don't get a T-shirt for going, oh, the on-air sign means that you do a podcast. Yeah, okay, those are the easy ones.
You don't get a T-shirt for that.
No, you don't get a T-shirt.
Baby, don't get a T-shirt.
But the yo-yo, that one is so specific, I just don't think anyone's going to guess.
Mm-mm.
And I'll even give them a hint. It has to do with my butt.
That is actually a really helpful hint.
It's really helpful.
And if you're a true...
You just got way closer to having a free T-shirt sent to you in the mail.
Mm-hmm. And if you're a true fan of Working Crass Podcast, you'll know that clue was very helpful.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you're a true fan.
Only a true fan will know.
Only a true fan will actually know.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, happy Easter weekend. Or for you, it's Passover.
Yeah. Hag Sameach.
The worst of the holidays. I mean, and I mean this, and I mean it with all my heart. I hate Passover. No, I'm just joking. But it is just all about suffering.
It is.
And it's about let's eat food that's bad and tastes bad and makes you go, ugh. And then they go, that feeling of suffering you have right now, that's how all Jews feel all the time forever because
That is
everyone hates us and everything's bad for us. And today's the day to remember how bad it is.
I mean, that is pretty much everything on the Seder plate. What it represents is, here's a piece of horseradish. Taste how nasty and bitter it is, to remind yourselves of how nasty and bitter our experience in the land of Egypt was.
Ugh, it's awful. It's awful. And then they
Dip this parsley into salt water and taste how salty and nasty it is, to remind yourself of the salty, nasty tears you cried while you were stuck in the land of Egypt.
And this is why I prefer Easter. Now, Easter
Taste this dry cracker that constipates you, to feel how constipated we all were in the land of Egypt. That's pretty much everything.
That's all of Passover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. That's the Seder in a nutshell.
Because we all suffer.
We must remember our suffering. That is the Jewish motto.
I think it's a great motto. I think it's a great way to raise your kids, letting them know that life is suffering. But as an adult in a free country where I get to make decisions about how I live my life, I ain't going to suffer that long. Come on.
Not on Passover. Passover, this night is different than any other night.
Now I prefer Easter. Now Easter is not about suffering, except the bunny that has to push all those eggs out of its cloaca or whatever. I guess bunnies don't have cloacas; those are ducks and birds. But bunnies, do bunnies push them out of a vagina?
Yes.
Eggs, or does anything that lay eggs have a cloaca?
No, I think only birds have cloacas. Maybe
Okay.
some reptiles. I don't really know reptile anatomy. I know it's a bird thing.
Interesting. Well, anyway, I like Easter a little bit more because you get candy. Okay, now candy tastes good, so you're not tasting it so that you can remember how bad it tastes and for suffering. You're tasting it because it's good and you're eating candy. Okay. Sometimes the Easter bunny. Now this one's new. This one's for just like families that like to spoil their kids, like mine were. They go. The Easter bunny came in the middle of the night and left you an Easter basket with a bunch of gifts, like Santa Claus. It's just another Santa Claus. That's all it is. Oh, the Tooth Fairy came and left you a bunch of presents. No, not really. Tooth Fairy's just money under the pillow. But Easter bunny will come and leave you a basket of gifts. I got little toys. I got lots of candy. I got little Reese's peanut butter eggs.
That's nothing. We got a dish.
We got a thing of celery that we dip in salt water so that we could remember how every one of our ancestors is dead.
We got a bowl of chopped up nuts and prunes and dates, and it reminds us of the mortar that was used to build the pyramids with as we suffered in the heat of the desert.
Let me ask you a question. Does Passover have, and this is the best part of Easter, the kids get to go hunting for Easter eggs. It is a fun bonding game that the kids get to go play. Does Passover have anything where you have to hunt down something? The kids have to go find something?
Yes.
Like an Easter egg? What?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I bet it's as fun as candy-filled Easter eggs, isn't it?
We hide a piece of matzah. And we hide a piece. The elder, the head of the Seder, hides a piece of matzah, and all the kids have to find the matzah. And if they find it, the head of the Seder has to give them some money.
Money. Ooh.
So while you're just getting a basket of candies, we're over here making the moolah.
Now, for those of our listeners who are not Jewish, no, that's not just an anti-Semitic made-up story of a Jewish holiday that, any anti-Semite would be like, I don't know, they play a game where they give the kids money. Nope, they actually do that. But what about treats? What about eating yummy treats?
Matzah is a delicious. Do
they get to eat the matzah if they find it?
Treat. Do they get to eat the matzah if they find it?
That's what I asked.
Yeah, everybody breaks off a piece of that afikomen and shoves it in their pie hole.
Wait, everyone gets to eat it if one person finds it?
Everybody eats it. Everybody
Then
eats it.
What the fuck is the point?
See,
no, in Easter, you get the Easter eggs. If you find the ones with candy, you eat it. You don't share it with everyone. What are you talking about?
If the head of the Seder can't find the afikomen, they pay the kids. Or if the head of the Seder goes, I don't really feel like searching, then you get to barter with them and negotiate an amount in exchange for retrieving the afikomen for them. Or at least that's the way we did it in my household.
Wow. Maybe the most Jewish way to play that game.
Yeah, you have to learn bartering and negotiation skills.
Well, that's fun. Well, we figured that, because Easter and Passover and all these fantastic holidays are coming up, that we would start with a little story about Easter. So let's go ahead and pull that up here. So I want to know, though, like I've celebrated this holiday for many years. I want to know, what's old Biden doing? What are they doing at the White House?
Well, he doesn't know.
I already hate this. I already hate just starting with, what's happening at the White House? I feel like we're like the Daily Show that just rotates hosts now. Maybe that's what we should do, just
rotate hosts.
Yeah. Working Crass podcast hosted by Roy Wood Jr.
Hosted by Chelsea Handler.
What if we came back next week and we were Working Crass Podcast, hosted by Bo and Yang. And Bo and Yang sat down and did our show. Do you think our fans would stay, or do you think we would just get a whole lot of new fans that don't really like what we did and go, the show's pretty good now, but what it was weird.
I think, here's what I think.
Yeah.
I think Bo and Yang would go, who are you?
Yeah, no, definitely. But if we could pull it off and make it happen, I'm just saying. If we ever meet anybody that does not fit with the podcast and that has some kind of notoriety, the first question I'm asking is like, would you mind guest hosting a podcast for us?
Would you mind?
You could do it like a late night show. You could do whatever you want. We'll write all of your scripts for you.
We don't feel like doing any work, and we would like you to do the job for us, but we'll reap the benefits.
Working Crass Podcast, hosted by Hannah Gadsby.
Oh, that would be hot.
That'd be pretty good.
I think that would be really good.
Or we just get someone who's like, has no experience hosting any show at all. We just get like a male porn star in here, and he's just like, yeah, so last night I fucked a chick. And that's all he like talks about.
We get the
It becomes a completely different show.
We get the group of goths that we saw taking a walk earlier today. We just asked them to come in here.
Yeah, those goths. I mean, they looked like the kids from South Park, the goth kids
they
from
did.
South Park. We literally
it was
saw the
uncanny.
group of goth kids from South Park walking down the street today.
Yeah. Goths on a walk.
Goths on a walk. That's how you goth. You got a goth.
Mm-hmm. The goths were taking their Easter walk.
Gotta have a goth. Anyway, so like I said, let's find out what's happening at the White House. Welcome to Working Crass Podcast. Today we want to find out what's going on with the president. I just got to know, who's running this country? Ha ha! Aruga! I wish I had sound effects. That's what we need on this podcast.
Yeah.
We have a nice studio. We have all the equipment to record us and, one other guest. But we don't have sound effects. We don't have goofy hee-haws and donkeys. That's not really a donkey sound.
No, it wasn't. But
Hee-haw!
That's more
a little
donkey-ish.
Yeah. We need arugas.
Yeah.
We need fart sounds. We need a whole board of fart sounds. If someone could develop a new soundboard for fart sounds.
Yeah, fart board.
Fart board?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I do think that would make the podcast better. I've been thinking about this for a while.
I know.
And I have to say that a soundboard would add an extra layer of oomph to what we're doing.
Picture it this way. I go, now let's talk about the White House.
And there's a little boing.
Boing.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the crazy president. Woo, woo, woo. Bow, 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 bow. Anyway. So this article comes from CNN, very trustworthy, very brave,
well,
very good.
I'm glad that they're dedicating time to report on this story.
This is very important. So CNN reports exclusive. White House debuting new Easter Bunny mascot at annual egg roll. Now, this is exciting. This is a picture from last year. Look at the bunny with the mask on here.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm. Very safe.
Our annual Easter egg roll. All of the pictures of the ducks and the bunnies, the little chicks here, and the bunnies. They all have masks.
Mm-hmm.
They have their masks here.
Mm-hmm.
At the top, kind of looking like, leaders.
Mm-hmm.
They got to stand up high and let the plebeians stand low.
Well, they had to be 6 feet away.
Oh, that's
socially
right,
distanced.
That's right. Now, so they're going to unveil a new oversized set of floppy ears will take their place on the White House's Truman balcony on Monday. It's time for the annual White House Easter egg roll, the festive, if kitschy, annual tradition dating to the 1870s. And this year, the iconic Easter Bunny, normally played by a good-humored staffer, is getting a much-needed upgrade.
Hell yeah.
This year, they are they-them. The Easter Bunny is no longer a he. This Easter Bunny is non-binary.
This Easter Bunny is not a bunny.
This Easter Bunny does not identify as an Easter Bunny. Because we want to question Easter norms. Every egg will be rainbow. No eggs will be white.
Brown eggs only.
This year, we're really excited to announce that there won't just be two. I'm sorry, I fucked that joke up. This year, we're excited to announce there won't just be one Easter bunny. There will be two Easter bunnies, and they're both gay. Isn't that crazy? And they do it. They're like, we just want to remind people on this religious holiday that religion persecutes gay people, like the Easter bunny and his husband.
Yeah.
This Easter, we wanted to take a moment to celebrate gay culture with the Easter bunny and his beautiful husband.
This Easter, we want to remind you about the Don't Say Gay bill.
This Easter, we want to talk to you about the Ukraine.
And that's why the new Easter bunny is not actually a bunny, but President Vladimir Zelensky.
This year, the Easter bunny does not leave Easter eggs. This year, he leaves Easter nukes, which are totally okay.
He says, Hippie Easter.
Happy Easter.
Hippie Easter from the Ukraine. We need your monies to be able to buy eggs for all Ukrainian children.
After years of using loaned Easter Bunny costumes, we are excited to have our own official White House Easter Bunny family, thanks to the generous support of the White House Historical Association. So they are going to bring a whole Easter Bunny family. 2 daddies or 2 mommies.
Or 3.
2 mommies and a child who was biologically male but now identifies as female. A normal nuclear family. This is what the average American family looks like. And guess what? All the bunnies, they're not white anymore. Sorry, white people. Sorry. Oh, go cry about it. The Easter bunny?
Boo.
He's black now. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Get over it. Go cry about it. Mm-hmm. Go whine and cry about it. The Easter bunny? He's not white anymore.
He's a black Ukrainian man.
Sorry, KKK. Sorry to ruin your favorite holiday. Now, what does the KKK think about Easter? Do they celebrate Easter?
I mean,
you know a lot about them, right?
Yeah, I'm like a full historian in that regard. I have a lot of facts, a lot of figures, a lot of statistics.
This year, the Easter Bunny is vaccinated. And has had no side effects. Do not ask about the side effects the Easter Bunny has had to the COVID vaccine. This year, the Easter Bunny may have fallen down, may have passed out unexpectedly, may have had a heart problem, may have died. No big deal.
But we've reanimated him, and he's ready for action.
Anyway.
He's full of antibodies. That's all you need to know.
That's funny. While it may seem extra amid the important work of the White House and the pressing news of the day, what are they saying? They're saying that, picking out a new Easter Bunny with a new Easter Bunny family is it's not more important than the things going on in the world.
I mean, I think it's certainly more important than, how the U.S. dollar is collapsing and how, United States may be losing its influence in the geopolitical arena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it is far more important.
Gearing up for World War III.
Yeah, and how, the United States may be using the Department of Justice in a completely unethical and politicized way to take out political opponents. But,
I just like to think that
those things don't matter.
In the middle of those conversations, I'm glad that somebody at the White House stands up and says, "Can we talk about the bunny?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the damn Easter bunny for once?"
Look, I just want to get the frickin' news. I just want to know what the hell is going on with this rabbit.
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay?
I want to know.
I got to put out baskets, and I got to put candy in them, and I want to know what the hell is up with this damn bunny. So give me the news. Enough with like talking about like the Trump indictments and the war in Ukraine and like all this other stuff.
That's not news. That's not even news.
That's just stupid. It's boring.
It's just stuff.
It's stuff. Give me the news. I want to know about the rabbit.
Sean Spicer told CNN in a recent interview, there are certain things that are a part of the American fabric. Tradition is what makes a country unique. Every country has things that are woven into its fabric, and this is one of ours. The one-time Trump White House press secretary had donned the White House Easter Bunny costume during the George W. Bush administration when he served as an assistant U.S. trade representative for media and public affairs. Sean Spicer was the Easter Bunny one year?
Yeah, so he has credibility on this subject.
Wow. I guess, yeah.
That was to show you that this person is credible.
Hey, you're a big old bunny, right? Can you answer some questions about us? We're writing an article about the new Easter Bunny. You're a big old bunny, aren't you?
And he understands that this is the most important aspect of the cultural zeitgeist right now.
A little known secret from experienced White House bunnies is that usually multiple people play the role in an hour-plus long shifts over the course of the day's events. The big lesson learned is be the first person, Spicer says. Early is key. Doesn't matter what the temperature is. The suit gets hot and gross quick.
Yeah, a lot
He's
of people.
like, I shit in that thing.
A lot of people jack off in that thing. It's just filled with other men's fluids.
Be the first person in that suit, because if you're the last one in the suit, there's not just the suit inside that suit, if you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of other people's juices inside that suit, if you know what I'm saying.
If you want to be sticky.
If you don't want to wade in the water, if you know what I'm saying, you're going to want to be the first one in that suit. If you're the second one, if you're the third one, and if you're the fourth one, anyway, then this article goes on forever here to just talk about the history of the White House's stuff with Easter. So I'm not reading all this.
No, and you should. Nobody should.
Yeah.
Nobody should.
Eleanor Roosevelt oversaw the egg roll during her husband's 4 terms in office.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
nice.
Let's talk about what happened in 1937. Anyway. Well, I'm very excited that we finally have our first woke Easter Bunny.
Good.
Aren't you?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I want an Easter Bunny that says, wear a mask.
I want an Easter Bunny that spanks me for saying no words.
I want an Easter Bunny that's more concerned with microaggressions than they are with egg hunts.
Yeah. I would like an Easter Bunny that can direct me
You know what I'd like a little more than pieces of candy on Easter?
What?
Justice.
Yeah, me too. I would like an Easter Bunny that can direct me to the nearest safe space.
I would like all of Easter to be a safe space, you know?
I think so. I think it should be.
country to be a safe space.
Yeah, me too.
I have often said that the government should pay to put bubble wrap on sharp corners and stuff because it's just not safe.
No, it's not.
Like, why do we even have concrete? It's too hard. Someone's going to get hurt.
Why are we rolling for eggs? It's dangerous and...
You get dirty. You should be inside dipping a piece of celery into some salty, gross toilet water and going, my people suffered like this.
Exactly. So, Passover is safe.
Passover is a safe. That's why they call it a safter.
Mm-hmm.
Passover safter.
Yeah, you're celebrating a Passover safter.
Anyway, moving on. Because we are a married couple, sometimes we like to check into articles written about relationships because we always need to be making sure that we're using the latest vernacular, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want this relationship to last.
Me too.
I'm invested in you.
Oh, good. I'm invested in you as well.
Well, thank you. That's good to hear. I want, I hear all the time about, people getting divorced and how divorce is on the rise. I'm not really concerned about that because I know for a fact that we communicate effectively.
I think so.
Which is great. So, but we have to keep up.
Yeah.
We got to keep up with the new terms and what people want us to say. And so, I would say because we kind of have the best relationship of anybody. I mean, have you seen some other people's relationships?
Yeah, they suck.
They suck ass. They don't communicate. They hide things from each other.
They smell bad.
They smell bad just individually.
Yeah.
But when they get together.
Combined, terrible.
Yeah, sometimes the smell. When you got two smelly people dating each other, it combines into like a new dating smell. It's like a couple smell.
And it becomes like a poison gas.
Ugh, it's bad.
It's very bad. Very bad.
But then also, I was going to say something else. But I think we're experts at this. I think that people have all these like secrets. They don't communicate with each other. They have arguments with their partner outside of like just talking to them. I think that you and I are absolute experts. So when we read this article, I don't want us to just read it and take the information in. I want us to read it and be critical of it. If we think that there's a better way to say these things, then I'm going to speak up and I'm going to say, nope, in our relationship, which is the best one of all of them, I think, but that's just me, we have a better way to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, well then let's see.
I think we talk better.
We talk a little better than these Harvard-trained psychologists.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. Our talking is good.
So anyway, this Harvard-trained psychologist says, if you use any of these 9 phrases every day, your relationship is more successful than most.
Okay. Well, let's find out if it's any of the phrases that we use every day.
They say every relationship has its rough patches, but what really matters is how you and your partner interact on a regular basis. As a Harvard-trained psychologist, I found that the happiest couples don't avoid conflict. They navigate it by speaking to each other with appreciation and respect.
And sometimes a mocking witch voice.
Sometimes, and that's what she's missing out on here, sometimes you have to... we need to communicate something. Like, Lauren, why don't you tell me that I need to, you're frustrated because I haven't done the dishes.
Josh, it would really, make me feel good if you helped clean out the dishwasher.
It would really make me feel good if you help me clean out the dishwasher.
Josh, come on.
Stop doing it.
Stop fooling around. Please.
See, and that works really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, after that, we're basically humping each other. That works really well for a relationship. So yes, you can navigate it with conversation and with appreciation and respect. I'm sorry, but mocking tone can go really, really far. Okay.
The mocking witch voice is really a good one to get the ladies riled up. But I would say doing a mocking dumb lug kind of voice is a way to get the men heated. It's like you say something.
So let's say I say, you know what, Lauren, I'm just a little tired today. I don't really want
to
talk.
Oh, you're not tired.
I'm going to be honest.
Tired today.
I'm going to be honest. This tactic, I like a little less. There's just something about it. I don't think it works as well. And I'm not going to fully endorse this one.
I don't fully endorse this one.
See, it just doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't hit the same.
Like that.
It just doesn't hit the same.
Hit the same.
You know what? You're right. As soon as I did it, I'm like, I regret doing this.
Absolutely.
It's
just a little
this was
worse.
Stupid. You know what? Scratch that, ladies. Don't do that.
Yeah, ladies, don't do it.
What are you doing?
General advice for the ladies: just don't.
Yeah. Whatever it is, stop.
She says, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of marriages end due to poor communication and an unwillingness to change. So if you use any of these phrases with your partner, your relationship is more successful than most others. So let's find out. The number one phrase is, I appreciate your effort. She says, it's tempting to become overly focused on things you don't like about your partner and point them out at every chance you get. But it's important to highlight the good in their actions. Happy couples express gratitude for each other's efforts. It's a great way to make everyone feel valued.
Yep.
Some similar phrases are, I appreciate that you work so hard to support our family. Or I'm grateful that you take the kids to school because it helps me get things done in the morning. I appreciate your effort.
I appreciate your lovely, lovely witch voice.
That's very nice. Now, I appreciate your effort is a nice way to say it, but I don't know. I feel like for me, I like to say, get back to work. And what that means is because I appreciate your effort. When you're putting effort in.
You want me to keep putting effort in.
I want you, exactly.
Right.
When you're putting effort in, you get a great output.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So if I see you, relaxing or just, taking time to yourself, I say, get back to work.
Get
That's
off.
my way of saying, I appreciate your effort is get the hell back to work. Get
Yeah.
off your ass.
Get off your ass. I was about to say the same thing.
Get off your ass.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I took them right out of your ass. Took the words right out of your ass. Get the hell back to work. So that's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, I like you. The healthiest couples don't just love
Aw.
each other; they like each other too.
Aw,
It's
that's
sweet. You know,
That's sweet.
it's sweet, I guess, but like
Like, I like you.
I like you.
I
You know,
like you.
I mean that's cute, but isn't there a better way to do that? I feel like I feel like we could find a better way. I mean, what ways do we tell each other that we like each other without?
You go.
How about this? How about wow, you smell good today.
But you got to say it with that same sarcastic tone in your wow.
Wow, wow.
Wow.
You smell good today.
Wow, you look really good.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, you put a little effort in today.
Wow, you're up off your ass.
Wow, you actually showered.
Wow.
No, I think I like you is a great way to say that. And to tell somebody you like them. Actually, I do have a little bit better way to say I like you. I love you. Just a little better. Just a little bit better.
A little bit better.
Number 3, help me better understand this. We all have different upbringings, vulnerabilities, values, and beliefs that shape how we think relationships should work. If your partner reacts to a situation in a way that you don't understand, telling them that you want to know them better is key to resolving conflict and bonding at a deeper level. Similar phrases are, I don't know why this is so upsetting to you. Please help me see your perspective. See, I don't know. Help me better understand. This is just kind of like a bureaucrat. This is the thing. Lauren doesn't really like pointless bureaucratic ways of doing things, right?
No.
You like a little bit of spontaneity.
I like some spontaneity. I don't like feeling like there's a lot of red tape I have to go through to get
Absolutely.
to things.
You don't want to feel like your husband is reading a script to you.
I don't want to feel like you're reading a script. I want it to be authentic.
So instead of me being like, help me better understand this, I tell you, like, you're a freak.
Yeah.
I don't understand you.
Yeah. I think everything
What the fuck are you talking about?
I think everything on the Passover Seder plate is disgusting.
Maybe instead of help me better understand, just like, I don't understand. Leave me alone. I don't know. No, this is like I said, this one's fine too. I think that, you know, it's definitely true. Like, if you don't understand where someone's coming from, that's part of the thing. You ask questions, though. Instead of help me better understand this, maybe something like, what do you mean by that? Or what does that mean? But you want to avoid, sometimes it turns into like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, you don't want to say it with a passive
What does
aggressive
that
tone.
mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
You know?
What's that supposed to mean? Huh?
Yeah.
I will say I think I use the phrase help me understand this a lot. Although it's usually in relation to something computer related.
Sure. Or you're just, you know, I use it too. I'm just struggling to read a book. And I'm like, help me understand this. Now, I guess, and you know, another thing that, you know, kind of goes along with like everybody being a little different is, what was that one that came up on one of our last podcasts we did where you have that argument that every man and woman has where it's like, they say, oh, what you said is stupid. And they go, you think I'm stupid? You're saying I'm stupid? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like another one where it's just like, help me understand the thought process there where you think I actually called you stupid. Help me understand your stupid fucking mind.
That's good. That's really loving.
Exactly. You got to add a little bit of authenticity to your relationship too. You can't just like read a script and be polite.
Yeah.
You can't just be nice to your partner.
It's got to be raw.
You got to be raw and real. You got to say, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
You got to be unfiltered and uncensored, unrated.
If we had a soundboard. Uncensored and unrated. Ooh wee. Anyway, number 4, I'm listening. Disagreements are inevitable, but it's important to still support each other through active listening.
Yeah.
I think it's a little better to ask if the other person's listening. Usually you can tell when the other person stops listening and you go, Are you listening to me?
What?
In the middle of your sentence go, Are you listening?
What? That was stupid. That's the oldest joke in the book.
How about I'm listening instead of I'm listening, just like I heard you.
Or just, shut up.
I'm sorry. Now this one, never say it. No, I'm just joking. That's so great. Like somebody who's like in a committed relationship and they're like, but I never apologize. Tucker says never apologize. I never apologize. When things don't go right or as planned, healthy couples know that both partners play a part in the situation. Taking responsibility for our role in these conflicts and genuinely apologizing is critical to repairing rifts. Why does genuinely apologizing have a link?
Maybe it's...
Never use these two words when giving an apology. They make you sound fake and insincere. Using if. Oh, I love this one. You and you. I'm sorry if you feel that way. I'm sorry. Oh, this is a great one. I'm sorry if you're so tightly wound that you can't see your reaction is overblown. That's great. Oh, I'm sorry if you're so stupid you just can't understand what I'm saying. Sorry. And then but. So if or but. I'm sorry, but I guess you're just an idiot. I'm sorry, but I'm right. Yeah, those are ifs and buts. I'll be genuine here for a moment. I do think people, should utilize apologies when they feel like they're wrong. I think it's a great way to overcome conflict in relationships and friendships.
Mm-hmm.
I think people, I think there's a bit of a negative stigma right now to apologies, and I understand it because many people get forced to apologize by their employers or by their friends for things that they're not sorry for, especially like in today's age where people become offended by things that could just be day to day, like nothing was intended to be offensive.
Yeah.
And so, and for that, if you're truly sorry to the person, you should apologize to the person, but people get forced to make like public apologies.
Yeah.
I love, one of my favorite things I ever saw, and when I say I love, I'm being sarcastic. I fucking hate this. Back when like Aziz Ansari had that whole thing, where he got in trouble on babe.com or whatever that website was, where everybody just trusted that was a reputable news source.
Yeah.
And when he came back and started doing like comedy stuff again, there were people commenting, and I saw this over and over. I thought it was the funniest thing. They go, "You haven't given us an apology yet."
Like them personally?
Them personally.
Where's my apology, Aziz?
You haven't given us an apology.
Yeah, you know
owe
what?
me an apology.
Now that I think about it, Aziz Ansari did not give Working Crass Podcast an apology. We're
That's
still
right.
waiting.
I'm still waiting, Aziz.
We're still waiting.
No, but yes, in that aspect, I don't think that you owe apologies to the world. And when you're getting shamed by like a mob of people, I do think that the advice of don't apologize if you're not sorry is great advice.
Yeah.
On interpersonal relationships, one-on-one, I do not think never apologize is good advice.
Yeah,
I think when you genuinely feel like you did something wrong, you apologize. And that's how you move past things, and that's how you repair friendships and relationships and everything. And so
and really the best way to repair a friendship with the Working Crass Podcast, if you're a comedian out there and you've wronged us, the best way...
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. The best way that you can repair that friendship is to apologize to us by dedicating your next comedy special to the Working Crass Podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great idea. Call your next special Working Crass Podcast. And
Yes.
then have us on.
Have us on. Don't perform.
Yeah, don't
have
perform.
us perform
Have us
instead.
That's how you can apologize.
Give us your stage time.
And give us all your viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do really like the idea of a guy that's in a relationship, though, and he's been told by Fox News, like, never apologize. Never. And he's on it, right? And then he just does things wrong. Like, he just does mean things. Like, he cheats on his girlfriend.
And he's just like, no, I didn't.
Exactly. She, like, catches him. He's like, nope, never apologize. Yeah, I did cheat.
And I'm not sorry about it.
I'm not sorry.
I'll do it again.
Never fucking apologize.
I'll do it again.
Dumb bitch. And it's like, I don't understand why why that ended.
It's not like I did anything wrong.
Number 6, I forgive you. Can you forgive me? Forgiveness is
Aw.
hard. You think all these are cute.
I do.
Forgiveness is hard. It requires being vulnerable, letting go of something that caused you pain, and changing your feelings towards your partner. Studies have shown that couples who practice forgiveness are more likely to enjoy longer, more satisfying relationships. Instead of I forgive you, which I think is powerful, I think you should use I forgive you, especially if somebody's sorry. It can be hard. I think sometimes it can be harder to forgive someone than it can be to apologize to them.
Oh, yeah.
I think it
Definitely.
very, very much. But
Because it feels like it feels really good to
win.
Yes, exactly.
That's the problem with all of these. All of these is like none of them really talk about like when you're in an argument, you kind of want to win. And
Exactly.
like, so that's what somebody needs to make an article about that, like how to win.
And especially when you feel like you're right about
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It's hard to like set that ego aside.
It feels better when they forgive you, not you to forgive them.
Yeah.
But gotta
So
forgive.
It's hard. It's hard. It takes work. It takes work to forgive.
It takes a lot of work to forgive. That's why.
So get off your ass and
Get off your ass
start
and start
forgiving.
Damn right. I couldn't say it better myself. Anyway. But instead of I forgive you, maybe you could use something like it's fine. Instead of I forgive you, you could just be like, just shut up about it. It's fine. I don't care anymore.
Or you can use the phrase, the Working Crass podcast thinks it's cool.
I am committed to you. Being in a relationship is a choice. Reassuring your partner that you're still choosing to be with them and work through challenges will help create a sense of safety and stability. I use this one a lot, actually. With like the idea that, you know, we're a team. I'm committed.
Aw.
Yeah, this is just
Aw.
are we just gonna cry in this one?
Yeah.
We're gonna be a couple pussies.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Oh.
committed to each other.
Oh.
Aw. No, I mean, this one's great advice. But instead of I'm committed to you, how about this one? I like this one. You're stuck with me, so what are you going to do? Sorry. Number 8, let's have some fun. I like this one. You're crying over, you know, a family member has died and you're just having a real tough time. I'm like, can you just let's have some fun. If you could find humor or playfully tease each other during tense moments, your relationship might be stronger than you think. This is where which voice comes into play.
Yes.
Yes.
The happiest couples are able to break tension and recalibrate the mood by finding room for an authentic smile, silly banter, or a lighthearted joke. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think this is great advice. Now, although it depends on who you're dating. Like for me and you, I think we can like do this and, you know, be in the middle of an argument or a conversation and use humor with each other to lighten the mood a little bit. Some relationships, people see humor as mocking and mean and not taking things seriously. And there have been times where I feel like when we're talking about something serious and then I get upset if you are joking about it. But sometimes you joke about it like
I can take things too I have a tendency to go too long and too far.
It's like we're having a genuine conversation and you're still joking about every answer that you have, and it's like you're being a different person.
Yeah.
That frustrates me. But
but then I see that bit of frustration and there's something in it that I'm like, I just want to see what happens next.
See, that's what makes a long running relationship right there. It's just frustrating the hell out of your partner and trying to poke and prod them and get something out of them, you know? Anyway,
it's like you want to give your partner daily stress tests.
Your partner's like a tire. It might lose pressure. You got to give it a stress test.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to pull out your gauge and check the pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You can't expect a long-lasting relationship if you don't check the pressure.
Yeah. And you're going to want to know how that tire performs in different climates, you know?
Absolutely.
And so you're going to want to run different experiments on it to test out the pressure and how well it can withstand things.
That's a great argument for why, you know, you should let your husband just sleep with other women. Got to test it out. Got to put them in different situations.
Well, let's not get carried away.
I just, you're the one. It was your idea. I'm just saying that,
What? I have to say, my idea is terrible. Don't listen to them.
I think
I'm
your
sorry.
ideas are pretty good. I think the ones where I get to go bang whores are good ideas.
Could you help me better understand that idea?
Well, you got to test the pressure. Anyway, number 9 and the final phrase that you should use that shows that your relationship is stronger than most is the one that we said earlier. I love you.
Aww.
This, of course, putting it last is written for women too. Just putting it last, they go, "Oh, that's the sweetest one. I love you. Oh,
100%.
that's sweet." This one is
100%.
simple but always worth reminding. Verbally expressing your romantic love for one another keeps the relationship alive. And when you say it, make sure you truly mean it. I agree with that. Is it possible to say it too much and then it loses its meaning? Because I say it all the time.
I say it all the
I try to
time.
say it all the time to the people that I like, to my family and to my wife, because I don't want someday to be my last, and I didn't say it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and I think it loses its meaning if you say it so often to things that you don't truly love.
Yeah, but I'm an easy lover. Like I fall in love with things easy. Like I feel like I fall in love with friends of just like I want to, like, I love you, but it's not about like relationship. It's just like I love you. Like I love.
Then
people.
maybe for you it never loses meaning.
Maybe, I guess not.
Maybe you're one of those people that you can never have enough love.
I do feel a lot of love for a lot of people.
A lot of ladies at one time.
A lot of ladies at one time. I do feel a lot of love for a lot of whores.
Could you help me better understand that? Wait, I'm sorry.
You just kind of sound like a Alexa. Can you help me better understand that? I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. Can you repeat that?
I love you.
Anyway, so before we move on here, well, I guess
Well, I like that one.
You like that one?
I thought this was a good list.
yeah, I guess it was.
I thought it was a
alright.
good list. It made my heart flutter.
I thought it was good advice. I thought it was good advice to give. If you could just switch up a couple things to be a little meaner, I think it'll help the relationship a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you could trust me, not some Harvard-trained psychologist. You could trust a music major who doesn't use his major. Music major who works in a call center. I think I know a little something about relationships. How long have we been married? Not a full year yet?
Almost a year.
Yeah.
Almost a
So I
year.
guess we're kind of experts.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But we've been together for 6,
Seven.
7?
6 to 7 years, yeah.
Yeah.
67.
60s. Oh, 67.
Oh, 67 years I've been with this ball and chain, and she never left me for cause.
I've been with this anchor 67 years, and it's weighing me down with all them whores.
67 years, 67 Passover Seders to remind me that I'm suffering.
Without them whores.
Anyway, I guess we should move on to thank you for listening to Working Crass Podcast. If you are listening on one of your favorite podcast apps, thanks. You can always check it out wherever you find podcasts. You can also watch video versions of the episodes if you haven't been already on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is at Working Crass Pod. You can also find us on Instagram at Working Crass Pod. Anytime we have any kind of like big announcement, or if we're announcing a live stream or some kind of like event that we're going to be doing, it's all going to be there on our Instagram. We also post a lot of great clips. So go follow us there, share our stuff so that way we can get in front of more eyeballs. It really helps us. We would like to start a Patreon very soon. So help us get to that goal by getting more subscribers, getting more followers. So that way we're in front of enough eyes to make some money and make this podcast into something that you can't even imagine. If you're a fan of this podcast, imagine if we could work during the day not on our jobs, but on making this the coolest thing you've ever seen. I guarantee, promise you, you would have something really, really cool. So go follow us, go share our stuff so that we can get to that point. But I would be remiss if I didn't bring up that in the month of May, we have Working Crass Mayhem. Mayhem. I just have to pretend to do sound effects. Working Crass Mayhem is a very exciting month of Working Crass podcast. We are going to have a brand new guest every single episode in the month of May. So still Mondays are when our episodes come out, every single Monday, but we will have a brand new guest every single time. Maybe one of them is a returning guest, but it's been a while since she's been on. So
yeah, we're going to have guest on guest on guest on guest.
Absolutely. We're going to try something new and see how it goes. We'll have a bunch of guests, and hopefully you'll get to meet some new people and check out their stuff. It's going to be really cool. Some of them are very, very talented people doing really big things, and some of them are just nobodies that are good friends of ours, and we just want to have them on.
Yeah.
Actually, none of them are nobodies.
They're all somebodies.
They're all somebodies. But scratch me saying that any of them were nobodies. None of them, I mean, I consider us to be nobodies.
Yeah, we're nobodies.
We're nobodies. These people that we're having on our podcast are going to be somebodies.
Yeah, for real.
For real. Every single one of them.
Yeah. I think that Mayhem is going to be like a rushing nesting doll of guests.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely
We're going
right.
to start with big guests and then go to little guests.
That's smart. That's smart. We should make sure that we pre-record because since I'm thinking about it, it might kind of move up and down.
Yeah, we're doing all our guests in height size, in height order.
Anyway, so check that out. That'll be the month of May. Always check out every brand new episode of Working Crass Podcast every single Monday.
Yeah.
This upcoming next episode will be a pre-record that we're going to record today.
Yeah, we're doing 2 in a row because
I have to go get my wisdom teeth out.
Josh is finally getting them wisdom teeth out.
And I am terrified, and I don't want it to happen, and I don't want to do it. I don't like needles, Lauren. I feel like, and they're going to do needles for the local anesthetic, which I've had done before. It's fine, and I'm probably going to get the IV to go under because I'm just freaked out about it, and I'd rather just go under for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like needles. I don't understand. It feels barbaric to me that we're in the year 2023, and it's still like can you get that in me like through a capsule, me eating it? Can you put it up my ass? Can I smoke it? Like any of these things, I'm totally fine with.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, the only way to get it in you is poke under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put it under your skin. It's like the fucking medieval let's get a bucket of your blood to test it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trepanation?
Yeah.
Is it tepanation or trepanation?
I don't know. I have trepidation about getting my wisdom teeth out. I don't know. I hate needles. I feel like it's completely barbaric. I feel like there should be a better way to do this at this point, other than just poke.
Yeah.
Needs to get in ya.
What if they put you on a rack that stretches all your limbs out and they they crank it? It's just a wooden.
No. Why would I want that? How does that get anything in me?
I don't know.
Okay. What if they torture me? I don't know. I guess I wouldn't like that very much.
But it would make you think, can I have the needle instead?
Oh, if they torture me first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that might work.
See, I got ideas. I mean, they're a little crazy.
They're a little wild, but anyway, talking on our relationship here, I did want to pull up, we like to do Reddit stories here. So today we have Today I Fucked Up, which is, when people fuck up things.
They mess up.
We all mess up.
Everybody messes up.
But only some people mess up and then go write about it on Reddit. And some people, an even smaller subsection of those people, just go on Reddit and lie about a time that they messed up so that they'll get upvotes and attention. So this might be one of those. I don't know.
Could be.
Anyway, the title of this one, Today I Fucked Up by Letting One Rip in Front of My Boyfriend. Already, I would say.
I don't think you messed up. I think you did the right thing.
Oh, see, this is where we disagree, and this is where we're going to have to use some of our Harvard psychologist phrases to get along with each other, because I think, yes, you absolutely fucked up, and your boyfriend should leave you, okay? Women don't fart, okay? That's the truth. Women do not fart, and I understand that they do, but if they do, the punishment is ostracization.
Ostrachization.
Ostracization. Can you give me the real word though?
Ostracization.
You're being ostracized.
Yes.
You need to go away.
Yes.
If a woman poots or toots or ploops, she needs to go away. Okay? I'm sorry. I know it's a natural thing for women, for all people, but no. It's just you can't put up with that. You can't be having that. You can't be having a farting girlfriend. You just can't be having that. We got stuff going on in the Ukraine. I got a job. I work many hours. You just can't come home to a farting girlfriend. You just can't do that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hey, you don't let one. Let me say it this way. How about this? I'm sure you've farted in my vicinity. Okay, I'm sure that you've farted at some point in time in my vicinity or nearby.
Several times.
I don't think
I'm doing it right now.
I don't think you would ever describe it as letting one rip. Now,
I don't know.
when you quote unquote let one rip, that means you feel one coming and you go and to get it out and get it out loud. I mean, you let one rip. That means it's like ripping off Velcro. Just
I like to go, hey, baby, I got one in the chamber. Get in here.
That's letting one rip. Now you're getting it. You don't do that, okay?
But I'd like to.
Please don't.
I
okay?
would like to invite you in on the fun.
I hope if you do, you feel as much shame as this woman did. Let's find out about this woman.
I don't feel shame for this.
She's 21 years old. She says, I've been seeing my boyfriend, who's 25, for almost a year now, and he's a pretty good guy. He's just a little more proper than me. He won't fart or burp in front of me, and he's probably expected me to never burp or fart in front of him. Now, that's a good man. Listen, if I fart or burp in front of you, it's an accident. Like, I didn't intentionally do that. And if I feel like I need to, I usually move away from you out of courtesy. I think that's, I personally, I've said this before in our personal lives, I think it's a mean thing to do to fart next to someone. I think that's mean. I think that's like, that means you think you're like, oh yeah, you can sit in my gas. Go ahead.
And see,
sit and stew in my gas.
And here's where we disagree, because I think it's a very loving thing to do, because it shows that you are so trusting of me that you trust that I would never judge you even at your most vulnerable.
See, yeah, you think that this is what a loving relationship is like, that it's just a couple just going, I trust you.
Yes.
I trust you too. Oh, I actually love and am amazed by the way your butthole expels air and makes a toot sound. I love it. Is that what you want?
Yes.
Does that get you off?
Yes.
Does that get you going?
Gets me going.
I've told him, though, I think farts are hilarious, and my family farts in front of each other all the time.
Exactly. I'm with this lady.
Okay, my family farts in front of each other all the time, too, and I'm still with the guy here.
It's hilarious.
And my grandpa even rates them out of 10. I hate that
I love
shit,
this
too.
grandpa.
I hate that shit,
This
too.
grandpa's
Woo! That one's a 10, baby!
I am with grandpa here. He's got the right idea.
I hate that. How's that one? That's a 10.
I do that with burps.
Oh, Lauren, please. I love you. Don't take that away from me. Here, what is? Hold on. Let me hop back in here. Well, how can I explain this to you? Yeah. No, there's one specific one I'm looking for here. It was help me better understand this, Lauren.
Help you better understand that farts are funny?
No, not funny. You're saying that they're loving. You're not saying that farts are funny. I agree. Farts are funny.
Well, I equate.
You're saying that they're loving. That they are. You're almost saying that they're erotic. You're almost kind of saying that farts turn you on.
They do.
Exactly. See, this is the weird thing. Okay, let's read this. Let's read this.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Since my boyfriend finds it disgusting, though, I haven't shown him my full fart potential until today. See, this is weird. She's like holding up. I haven't shown him my full fart potential. You don't know how hard I can fart. Lauren, this is weird. No man wants to date a woman like this. I haven't shown you my full fart potential yet.
She's like, I'm gonna be a star. They gonna put me on a TV for this one.
Oh my God. We had eaten Mexican food earlier and it wasn't agreeing with me super well. And I had to pass the gas pretty bad. But my boyfriend was with me in the kitchen. Lauren, I would leave this woman. And I'm sorry. If this was you and you were just waiting, you're like you said earlier, the chamber's full and I'm ready. This is weird. There's something weird about this.
Can you help me understand what's weird about it? Because to me, it seems perfectly normal in every way.
Let me ask you: have you ever smelled a fart that made that when you smelled it, you went, ugh, and you wanted to leave the area when you smelled it?
Sure.
What was that? Like, why were you so disgusted by that?
That's a great question.
I know, although not really.
No, it's very
pretty easy.
philosophical.
No, not really. It's because
I
it smells
think
bad. The answer is because it
There's
smells
a
bad.
lot. There's a lot of nuance
smells bad.
here. There's a lot of nuance.
No.
Look, there's.
You don't want to smell fart. Let me ask you another question. When you did or didn't possibly try a hallucinogenic drug, you were afraid that the walls were farting at you. Why is that a fear of yours? Why would that be even scary? Wouldn't that be loving for you that the walls are farting at you? But I remember you being scared.
Okay.
I remember you being fearful, going, the walls are farting at me and I want them to stop.
It was mostly the length of time that it was happening.
Lauren.
And I felt like I couldn't get peace.
And maybe that's how I feel if I were to have a wife who ate Mexican food and held it and then goes, I'm going to show him my full potential. Wouldn't I kind of feel like the length of the sound is a little too much? The smell of the fart is a little too much? Wouldn't I just want to maybe just leave this woman, this farter, this gaseous woman? Let me ask you another question. If somebody asked me, what's your wife like? And I said, gassy. Is that something you'd be proud of? Is that what you aspire to?
I would like you to refer to me as
your wife sounds
she's
sweet.
full of fart potential.
Gross.
I think that's a great way to describe me to people.
High
fart potential.
I had to think of it. High fart potential.
Mm-hmm. I'm putting that on my resume under skills.
Skills?
Yeah.
Anyway, she said, I had to pass the gas pretty bad, but my boyfriend was with me in the kitchen. I had to think of a diversion and asked him if he could take out the trash for me. He said yes and took it out the door. He wasn't even gone a second when I ripped one that almost vibrated the house. See, I don't like this woman. Why is she so descriptive with her own farts?
Because it's hilarious.
It's not hilarious with your own. If you were describing one of my farts this way, that's funny. One of your own, a woman. Women are supposed to be ladylike, okay?
But think about
can't I just marry a ladylike woman? Can't you just be a little ladylike? And you usually are very ladylike.
Thank you.
Until you're showing me your full potential.
Well, let me just tell you this. Would it not be funny to see a tiny 4'11" little lady
fart so hard
fart
the
so
walls
hard?
shake?
Exactly.
Yes.
Would that
if it
not
was
be
a
funny?
If it was a cartoon, I'd laugh real hard. If it was like a video of what, but if
Well,
I
I
have
like
to be in there,
You have, yeah.
in the smell of it.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Is in real life, farts stink.
Well, in my experience, and I have a lot of experience here.
With farting, yeah.
In my experience, loud doesn't necessarily equate to smelly.
That's true. Usually hot.
Usually quiet.
Yeah.
It's the quiet.
Quiet and warm, that's going to be smelly.
Yeah, the less audible, the smellier it is.
I'm saying a warm and cold kind of thing here too, though. Okay?
Yeah.
If it's cool air, this is probably not that smelly. If it's warm air, like
Yeah.
it's like what just came out of me,
Yeah.
that's going to stink.
Yeah. So
I hate this.
if
let's move on.
If you're shaking the house,
Yeah.
then it's probably not smelly. It's just funny.
That's so gross. That's so gross. Anyway, I was glad that he didn't witness the mass destruction of my pants.
Okay, now that's too far.
Exactly.
I'm out.
No, it was too far before. It was too far before,
no,
for sure.
that was the line for me.
But when I turned around, he was staring at me from the back door. He forgot to put his shoes on. It was coming back in. I've never seen such disgust on a face before, but he definitely thinks I'm nasty now. I think my grandpa wouldn't give me a thumbs up and a 10-10 on that one, though. 10 out of 10 on that one, though. Ugh. Such disgust on a face before. He definitely thinks I'm nasty now. But she didn't really say like how he reacted. So he just had a look of disgust on her face and she said, "Hold that right there. I need to go write a Reddit article before figuring out how this is like I need to know what happened."
Yeah.
It's just a look of disgust.
Oh, she says he didn't acknowledge it.
Okay. Thank you to everyone that finds farts as funny as me. But after he came back in the house from taking out the trash, he didn't even acknowledge my magnificent foghorn fart.
Okay, so you can't look. Beggars can't be choosers here. You let out your farts, but you can't expect people to respond to them in the way that you want.
No, everyone needs to be impressed with my farts.
Everybody needs to give me a standing ovation for my eructations.
It's kind of your point. You want people to give you want to be proud of your farts.
Well, I do think I should be put on late night TV for the star quality alone.
For the potential.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. No, I just, can't some ladies be a little ladylike? I'm not saying all women have to be ladylike, I don't think who am I? I'm just a man. I'm just some dumb man. I shouldn't be able to tell women how to live their life. Women can live their life however they want, especially, when we're talking about something that's just natural from a body, that's just the way it is. But can't some women be a little ladylike? Just some of them. And the one I married to.
Well,
Can't the women in my life act ladylike? How about that? I'm just joking. I don't care. I don't care what women act like. I'm just making a point for a podcast. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know that. Why do
I don't know.
I forgive you? Do you forgive me?
No.
That should have been on the list of phrases.
Just fart. That should have been the 10th one.
Yeah, fart.
Just fart. If you have a disagreement with your partner,
Just
fart. Just
fart
toot.
that disagreement away.
Fart that disagreement out of your ass. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, so that was an interesting one. What do you think? No, this isn't Am I the Asshole? Never mind. I guess sometimes I read the top comment. Let's look at what this top comment says. She says, "My grandma would never burp or fart, and a couple months before she passed, we were playing cards late at night. She looked right at me and burped, and then said, 'What? No one's ever going to believe you.' And it's super cool to have that moment between her and I, because she was right. No one believes me. Ha ha ha." That's a little weird.
Sounds like her grandma's a bully.
Yeah. What? No one ever gonna believe you. I'll fart in your face. No one will believe you. Now give me your lunch money.
She slapped me across the face.
Yeah. I saw my grandma do heroin. Well, no one will believe you if you tell them, so fuck you. I'm your grandma. I'm a naughty little grandma. Anyway, we've done quite a while here. I want to get to this, but I think we'll have to do it another episode because we've gone quite a while here. We still have another one to record. Sound good?
Okay.
We're gonna do this one soon. I promise you, folks. If you're listening to this podcast right now, and you're gonna listen to the next few episodes, sometime in the near future, you're gonna hear us talk about my girlfriend identifies as a cat. Okay, and then we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
This, and I'm just saying, if you think a farting girlfriend is bad, think about a girlfriend that poops in a box. That's bad.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, so what'd you learn today?
I learned that one of the most loving phrases
Mm-hmm.
that a partner can say to the other
Mm-hmm.
is, "I farted
Mm-hmm.
and I'm committed to you, and I hope you forgive me."
I farted and I'm committed to farting in the future.
Exactly. I learned if you commit to your farts.
Yeah.
If you commit to your farts, it will solidify your bond with your partner.
Absolutely. Not. Absolutely not. Is what I meant. Cool. I learned that, this year for Easter, there's just nothing better than the fact that our White House's Easter Bunny will be played by Vladimir Zelensky, the hero that our world needs.
The hero.
And when you see that bunny, that Easter bunny on the news, and the kids are going up and getting, Easter eggs and
the Azov
gifts from
Battalion getting their Easter baskets.
Absolutely. What I want you to do is salute your television on this holy day of Easter. I want you to hold your arm up and go, Zelensky, I salute you.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Yes, happy Easter to everyone.
Happy Easter.
Hippie. Sounds like you're saying hippie Easter.
Exactly.
Is that it? Happy Easter. Hippie Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone.
I hope everyone have happy Easter with no bombs. Well, one bomb. Maybe
and that
two bombs.
bomb is coming out of your partner's anus.
Your partner has full fart potential.
The Ukraine has full fart potential.
The Ukraine is asking America to help us reach our full fart potential.
We will need another $3 billion to help us reach full fart potential.
If we reach full fart potential, war will end.
We will blow the Russians away.
The walls will shake with our poot.
He will not be Putin. We will be Putin.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.